Hey, welcome back to the channel. We're coming to you tonight from our little tackle room out here in the barn. So tonight we're going to bring you the Veach Basin part 2 here on Lake Sam Rayburn. The lake's a little over 7 foot low. And we sure appreciate everybody watching and commenting and liking these videos. If you would, please subscribe and all that. We're just having fun with it, and hopefully when the water comes back up, we'll bring you some more videos. Some different areas, do some comparison videos. I did notice I did miss the very front part of Veach Basin on this video, so I'll try to get it flown here. We've got a tournament this weekend, so won't be doing a whole lot of drone footage. We'll try to get that next time we go out and bring that to you. But covered pretty much the rest of the Veach except for that front south end of the Veach Basin, out there by what normally is an island. It's not an island anymore. So hey, let's get started, and man, I hope y'all enjoy it. All right, we're going to be taking off here from, this is going to be towards the back right of Veach Basin. I believe it's going to be back in the Hornsby Creek area. I thought I'd flown over the Black Branch or Blackland Branch and Rocky Branch, but I'm hoping those are in the other video. Here we're going to take off, kind of just look around. We're sitting right on that inside part of that back right creek in the beach. There's a little drain here coming out. There's a ton of drains back here. You can see the old hydrilla. Again, this whole area is just beautiful. Just don't know why I don't fish over here more. We're going to kind of fly out and pan around, kind of give you a shot where we're at. Like I said, that's that back right of Veach. To your right would be the 147. To your left would be down towards the dam. Where we flew on the other video, but not sure if I came back in this creek here. I believe that is going to be the Rocky Branch. This is going to be coming back up in that back right. I believe it's Hornsby Creek. Again, just amazing to see the water down and see all the little ditches and drains and creeks winding through. There was a lot of pea gravel on the banks around here too. So we're going to go ahead and fly down this creek here. The water looks murky, but it's really not that bad. I mean, it was pretty clear. I think it's so shallow right through here. It's just really showing the bottom coming through more than the clarity of the water. See how this little creek comes up and splits off there. Kind of winds off to your left and then goes straight on back up in there a good ways. And we'll spin around and fly back out. And we'll start making our way back out around back towards the front. It's cool to see these little points coming out and everything like that on the bottom of your screen. Granted, we can see them on the contour lines and all that, but you know, you never really see them and get an idea what they look like, or what's on them. Here we're going to be coming back out towards the back of Veach. This is, again, that back right going in. Yeah, just a couple more little ditches and drains. It's weird, there's not as much grass growing on the shoreline like there is on other places. There's a lot more clay over here. It's like I said, some pea gravel, a lot of sand. Don't see as many laydowns over here either. I don't know if it's because I wasn't paying attention when I was flying on them or anything, but so we're coming around the corner there into this next little creek. I don't really know a name for it, but it's coming in. Yeah, tons of little drains and cuts and everything there. Don't really stick out a lot when the water's up. And you see it go back in the trees, but you don't really see, you know, what it truly looks like. Like these drone videos give us a really good idea of, you know, what you're actually fishing as far as, you know, the drain itself. This little creek kind of goes up and winds around a little bit, and splits off. See, it really doesn't have a name on the map that I'm seeing, but I'll show you that one that was on the right side. And it's going to be really interesting where we go back and fly these with the water up to show a comparison. Again, that's looking out towards the main lake. A lot of timber in this creek here. I think there's a lot of these little drains over here in the Veach area compared to some of the other places we've flown. Just, you've got them, but this one seems to have a bunch of them in these little, you know, fingers of it. Again, it's going to be flying on the south side of Veach, going back towards the main lake. Here we're going to fly out to that point on top of your screen, and then we're going to head back to the boat and change the battery and move to another spot and get a little bit more of Veach. What really impressed me was looking at the sandy shore around this area over here. Actually looked really clean, you know, where a lot of them had, some other areas had a lot of stumps and everything. This one's got some stumps in there, but for the most part these little areas are pretty smooth. So we're going to hit this little finger point here. and I'll show you where we're taking off from on the other video here in a second. I think we're going to get a little bit more of this creek here in a moment. I don't remember exactly where we did, but here we're going to fly back to where we took off from. Back there, and like I said, that back right coming into Veach. I'll speed it up and get it back over to the boat real quick and be right back. Here we're just going to speed up and fly back over, but man, just really want to say we appreciate the comments and everything. It's Darla and I look at it a couple times throughout the day just to see how many views and try to answer and reply to all the comments. So, but anyway, here's we're going to land here. That's our Phoenix 818. Here's where we're going to take off. We just moved kind of across that back cove a little bit. Just kind of get a little different angle. So the dam would be to your left, 147 be to your right. Kind of look at this little drain here and spin back around, look at that one. Of course, you know, we got to show the Phoenix off a little bit more. I'm not real sure why that got put back in there, but we're going to kind of look up and look across that little creek there. I guess I am going to fly down in that creek. I think that, yeah, that's the one that had all the timber in the back. That was not the one that was on the previous section. Got up close to that timber when we were idling around. It's about 6 foot deep right there in the middle. So I went across there. Really wanted to fly over that, get some good views of it. So these little drains that come out and just kind of spin around up in there, and I'm calling them drains. If I'm wrong, somebody please let me know, but that's what I know them as. I don't know, that's what I look for in the wintertime when we're chasing fish, and you know, look for the drains and the ditches, is what everybody always says. So that's what I normally try to do. So that little creek there splits off on the other side. Fly on back out here and go back over the boat and head out across that point. Hey, if anybody'd like to have some aerial shots and drone shots of your boat running while you're fishing and all, just send me a message and we can try to work something out when you're up this way. We'll get out on the water and fly the drone a little bit and let you drive around and get some action shots of your boat. Maybe some drone footage while you're fishing. Another good little point that comes way out, and get some timber along the bank line there. It's funny that north side of Veach didn't have as much timber on the bank. Come in here, a couple of houses in here, and some timber on that where it bends there. A couple really nice houses up here. So a good little flat area there. Definitely be some spots I'll be looking at coming spawning season, depending on what the water does between now and then. It should be coming back up. Game warden said that he thought they were just about finished on the dam, so I need to call and check with the Corps of Engineers and see what that status is. So we'll just kind of spin around, look at this little area here, and we'll fly out across where these houses are, around this shoreline here. Good little flat areas there, a little bit deeper water on the side of that point there. A few little boat docks. You don't see very many of those on the lake. We can go fish. A little more grassy area on this point. Kind of pan around and look around that point. So that's looking back down in that one cove where the houses are, towards the back. Back towards across, looking, let's say across Veach there in the front of it, give you a little view of the overall section there. And we'll kind of come back and look around this point a little bit. See if anybody's interested in having some, action shots of their boat while they're running, or while you're fishing or something. Just give us a call, and we'll see if we can't work something out. We'll actually be on the water this weekend. We'll be fishing a tournament, a little church tournament for one of the local churches here in Zavala, or the Zavala area. If anybody's interested in that, you can holler at us and we can get you the information on it. Here we're going to head back to the boat and close this one out. Man, again, we sure appreciate everybody watching, all the likes, comments. Like I said, we don't know where we're going with this channel, but we're sure having fun, and gives us another opportunity to get out on the water and enjoy it. And y'all have a great weekend. Be safe. Remember, it's not the same lake you're used to. Now, be safe and have a great time on the water, and we'll see you soon.